A sea of blue has flooded Sydney's CBD. Police questioned commuters, shut down train stations and even turned around taxis. The show of force quashed any chance for anti-lockdown protesters. But it's been another terrible day. A man in his 60s has died, taking the toll of this outbreak to 14. There are 210 new cases. Just a third of these people were isolating while infectious. 21 were out and about in the community. And worryingly, the isolation status of more than half of today's cases is unknown. Authorities are thankful they didn't see the same ugly scenes as last Saturday. Crime reporter Mark Reddie.
A ring of steel around the city, Sydney awash with blue. High in the sky, on foot, horseback and push bike.
We don't apologise for today's operation. We've made it very, very clear that people should not go into the city.
Fearing the return of anti-lockdown protesters, police were everywhere.
Given that we know what coronavirus can do, it's pretty outrageous to be having a protest at this moment in time.
We will not get over this virus unless people do the right thing.
The city centre was silent, but drivers trying to get in were caught in traffic mayhem. From east to west, north to south, those without good reason were turned around.
OK, yeah, they've got to make sure people are not going to protest, but at the end of the day, people like me are affected because I have to go to work.
Frustrating because we're actually going to get vaccinated.
There was a show of force at major train stations. Commuters were questioned, some stations were even shut down, leaving platforms deserted.
You can see the police are everywhere. Hyde Park's full, like Town Hall. You can't, wherever you look, there's a police officer.
Every corner was covered. Even the dogs were called in.
Absolutely necessary, and I'm all for it.
Go home, stay home and do the right thing, save lives.
This is where protesters hope to gather in large numbers, but there's not one in sight, and that's exactly how police want to keep it. Officers are letting people walk through Hyde Park, but they're stopping groups of people as a precaution.
We want freedom!
This was Victoria Park a week ago.
No more lockdowns!
Today, the only disturbance...
I just want this lockdown to be over, so I'm going to follow the rules.
At least 85 protesters have been charged and more than 300 fined since last Saturday. Health officials fear very few of the thousands who attended have been tested.
I am concerned about that. Quite simply, those people who went to the demonstration should get tested.
Today's operation ended peacefully, and it's one police hope they don't have to repeat.
Mark Reddie has been following the police operation all day. Mark, how many people have been arrested?
Well, Kirsten, there were 1,300 police officers involved in this operation and only 8 arrests, among them a 45-year-old man who promoted last weekend's violent rally. He was detained at a home at Oatley in Sydney South. He's currently being questioned at Kogarah Police Station, where charges are expected. More than 250 fines were handed out, mainly for not wearing masks and breaching stay-at-home orders. Tonight, police are preparing to return to the streets tomorrow, with intelligence suggesting further protests could be planned. Kirsten?
Mark Reddie reporting.